All right. We are live here at the NaS Society Podcast. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for tuning in on this Monday night edition of the NaS Society Podcast. Everybody's tuning in. Welcome back, man. Thank you guys for chiming in. Be sure you like, subscribe, comment. All right, go to the NaS Society on YouTube, NaS Society. Like, comment, share, all that good stuff, all right? First of all, man, it was a great weekend, Father's Day, Juneteenth. Had a lot of activities going on here in the city of Chicago, and it was great news that the death rate wasn't as high as most people expected, man. So shout out to that, because a lot of people getting killed for senseless violence. So
definitely dope.
You know,
that's dope, but also fucked up. We have to acknowledge that.
We have to, yeah, and that's the bad thing. It's an alarming rate that each weekend, especially, it's not really summer yet, but you know, over the last.
Isn't it officially summer tomorrow?
Yes, is it tomorrow?
It's tomorrow.
Oh, it's soon, one of these days. But before summer even started, the death rate has been going up and up each week as far as gun violence in the city of Chicago, man. So actually, this Thursday, I'm going to be with Maurice McLaren. And Teamwork Inglewood. We're going to be doing a march talking about the gun violence in Inglewood. So if anybody want to join us, we'll be there from 4 to 6, 4 p.m., 6 p.m. So on 63rd and Halstead. So if you guys want to come join us and, you know, bring a little different views to the community, that'll be a plus. All right, so we are back. I got the squad here, man, the originals, man. To grace us on the podcast tonight. Of course, you see the topic, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to dive into that in a minute, but of course, let's introduce our people. Mr. Get the guts, man. Oh, man, I got to show you these. I got a couple messages about you, bro.
I didn't even do nothing.
A couple messages.
I ain't even been here.
A couple messages about Mr. Get the Guts. So,
man, you got to show me these messages. I ain't even been here.
Yeah, yeah. But welcome to the show, bro. Tell the people what's up. Where can you find you?
What's up? How everybody doing? Like I say, Happy Father's Day, a.k.a. Happy No Pullout Day.
Whoa.
Honey.
You can find me on Instagram, gold_mind_CEO84. Or you can shop with me, goldmindclothing.store.
It is. Go shop black, buy black, man. You know, we got a lot of dope stuff on there for men, women, and kids, man. A lot of dope clothes on there. Then we got Miss Then Leave in this bitch. I mean, outside is open. Outside is open, so we're going to have to alter that name because she's definitely been outside since outside been open.
First off, I have not. Have not.
Well, tell people what's up.
I'm laying low. Hi, you can find me on all social media platforms at Perfection Is You, but it's all spelled a little crazy because I can be crazy, so that's Perfection. With the K is with the Z and the letter U on all social media platforms.
Okay. All right. Welcome back to the show, man. One of the originals. Glad to have you back. Thank you. Then, of course, my lovely sister here, Miss Flights Not Feelings. You know, we
about to fly out.
They about to take a lot of trips, man. But welcome back to the show, man. Tell them where they can find you at.
Don't
in
look
the house.
Just don't look for me.
Don't look at me. Oh, okay. Straight like that. Once again, thank everybody for tuning in, man. So let's get into this topic a little bit because it's interesting that we're having this type of discussion because maybe a month ago or so, like we had a show about, you know, deal breakers and things like that. Was bad sex a deal breaker? And, you know, I think a couple people here on this platform said that one of their deal breakers is lying, right? Lying. The word lie. The word lie can mean, it has different faces, right? So when I think about lying, I think about a variety of things. But normal people in our society, when they think of lying, what's the first thing they equate that to? Relationships, right? A man is lying to a woman is lying to a man. You ain't gotta lie. You just be keep it 100, keep it a buck, right? the truth is, people lie almost subconsciously every day. So is one lie greater than the other? Is because you lie on your resume, is that least more important than lying to your girl or your guy? Like, how do we define the word lying? Is it the same thing, or is it all, like, how do you differentiate it? So we're asking people, what is the reason that people lie? And it could be anything, you know, guys lying to women, women lying to men, parents lying to kids, you know, there's a Santa Claus, there's a tooth fairy, there's a, you know what I'm saying, like, what is the whole reason that people lie? Because it has different faces. And we're asking people, if you ever lied, why? Why did you do that? So let's go around the room. Let's go with Corn. Why do you think that people lie, bro? Why, like, what do you think the main reason that people lie for?
Because they're scared of consequences.
Scared? Okay. In any shape?
Any shape, form, or fashion. Scared of consequences. You want to do something, get away with it, and you're afraid of what's going to happen if you get caught in a lie.
So that can be with
anything. Lying to the police, lying to whoever, it don't matter. You're scared of the consequences. But you did the shit. But you should have weighed the pros and cons of the shit beforehand. It was just lying.
So has there ever been a situation where you felt like you lied about something that you regret, and what was the reason for that?
I lied about some shit before. I lied about it when I was a coward and scared of the consequences.
Okay.
Now that I'm
accountability.
Wrong. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You ask me, I'm gonna let you know. You may not like the motherfucking answer, but I'm gonna tell the truth.
So that comes from growth.
Yep. There's a level of maturity with telling the truth.
Maturity, growth. I like that.
Growth and development.
Okay. Ladies, what do you got?
They just walked in the door. Luckily, Cornell had gave me intro music, so I felt that. Yes, I've lied before, and the reason why I've lied is, like Cornell said, in a sense, is to protect another person's feelings, but also because I hadn't gotten to a point where I'm like, you know what, you either gonna be mad at me or you gonna like stay. So like I'm now willing to deal with consequences of it. Like if I lie to you, then that means I really don't like you for real like that. For me personally, because I have two rules in life. Don't lie to me and don't get caught lying. Like if you lie to me and you get caught lying, like I lose respect for you. And so that's not even just like relationship shit. Like my friends, my family, my kids. Like I've told my kids are teenagers, and my son and daughters have lied to me, and I'm like, if you lie to me, I can't have your back the way I would if you was just truthful with me.
Okay.
So,
and also, half the truth is a fucking lie.
And half the truth.
Explain that. What do you mean half the truth?
All right. For example, if let's just say a chick say to me, "Oh, my baby daddy stayed. Well, my baby daddy came over here, but then you find out the nigga stayed the night." You told half the fucking truth.
Okay, so half truth is still lie.
Yeah, that's a whole lie, because it was like, why didn't you just tell me that you was spending the night? Like, why did we have to get to the point that we lied?
Why do you think that she did that? What was the reasoning behind that?
I don't know why.
Because she was afraid of the consequences. Because if boyfriend or whomever this person is, sneaky link, whatever, found out that baby daddy spent the night, he might be like, man, you back at that, you could have that. So she was afraid of the consequences of losing what she got.
So people lie, so I can have an understanding. Once again, everybody that's tuning in, chime in on the topic. People lie because they are afraid of the consequences. Now, and, you know, Yana brought up that if I lie to you, then I really don't like you. Like, so we're going to go to Mo in a second and ask her opinion. But it brings me to the question, can you, like we had I reference back our shows, because we did a lot of shows, guys. I reference back the shows that we had, can you love a person and still cheat on them, right? And, you know, I think a majority said that you can, you know. So it makes me think, can you love a person, if you can love a person and cheat on them, can you love a person and lie to them? Is that different? Would a person rather a person, I love you, but I cheat on you as towards I love you when I'm lying to you. So can you love a person and still lie to them?
Not really, because for me, if I find out that somebody I respect and love lied to me, I'm broken. Like, that shit hurt.
More than cheating or less?
It's the same.
Okay.
But, like, because you don't have to lie. Like, I feel like if your communication with whoever you're dealing with, and these situations are not like lying to your little sneaky links. I'm talking about, like, really lying to somebody that you really care about.
Okay.
It's like, if you really gave a fuck about me, why lie?
Mm-hmm.
Just tell me so I could take that. I would rather you shoot me, look at me dead in my face, than me walk down the street holding hands with you, we skipping and shit and matching outfits, and then a motherfucker come to me women to women. Like,
Don't women to women me?
don't women to women me.
But cheating is lying.
Okay.
Facts.
Cheating is that's
Anything that you have to delete, hide.
Don't
That's-
lie to me. Don't get caught lying. Like, if I
Oh.
catch you lying, I'm still like, whoa.
Because if
Cheating
you're not
is-
good at,
cheating is
if you're not
lying.
at the good at,
Cheating
if you're
is
not
lying.
good at the
Okay.
game, don't play it.
That's a good way to look at
cheating
it.
is lying because you've been playing a role that something has been okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then you've been rocking with somebody else. So it's a lie. It's a lot of different shit. But at the end of the day, it's a fucking lie. At the end of the day, it's a lie. Somebody, and instead of just being like, "Hey, look, I think something needs to change because I'm not interested no more. I'm not interested. I'm losing interest or whatever." But motherfuckers be afraid to say that shit because they're afraid of the consequences. But if you really want the shit to work, why not communicate with your partner?
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot to say about that, but let's go to Mo.
I mean,
what do you think?
My thing is this: we all grown. You know, I've said it to you guys a million times. Don't take my option away from me.
Mhm.
Tell me what it is, because like Cornell said, I'm gonna always tell you what it is, and it's up to you to decide if you want to continue to deal with me. Like, for example, real life situation. I just got lied to by somebody I was crazy about. However, there's somebody else that's crazy about me, and as hard as it was, I had to keep it a buck with him and tell him, like, look, I'm just not ready. I'm not in that place. And it's up to him to decide if he wants to be patient and wait for me to get to that place, or if he gonna move around. Because honestly, he don't know how long it's gonna take me to get over the hurt that I'm feeling. But in the end, what I feel good about is I didn't feed him no bullshit. I told him, look, I just got my feelings hurt. I'm hurt. I can't do this right now. I'm trying real hard, but I really ain't all in. And
So
that's
do you
it.
think that the guy that lied to you, do you think he loves you?
No. In hindsight, there's no way you can love a person and lie to them. Like, I don't feel like you lie to somebody you love. I feel like, as I told y'all before, hurt my feelings with the truth because I'm going to get over it. So, perfect example, the guy who lied to me, he having a baby. Okay? Had he told me when I told him that I knew he was having another baby, had he told me then, I could have thought about it. And we could have probably worked around it if I loved him that deep. Because one, I would have respected him so much more for keeping it a buck with me as opposed to being women to women by his baby mama and she telling me and then he's still lying about it. You know, there's no coming back from that because you steady lying. Why? This a child is a blessing. So all you had to do was say, look, Ma, I had a weak moment. The flesh won. Woo out the bam. And it's up to me to say, okay, I can deal with it, or nah, I can't deal with it. But you took my choice away. You lied to me.
So I think that once again, everybody that's tuning in, thank you guys. We have a topic talking about the topic of lying. You know, just what is the reason that people lie? You know, trying to figure out the meaning behind why people do what they do. Because, you know, people lie, like I said at the beginning of the show, almost subconsciously every day. You know, hell, I lied to my boss today, you know, just for something stupid. You know what I'm saying? And so I think when you talk about having a difference of an opinion with lying, as far as this is greater, this is least, right? And I want to bring up something that made me laugh thinking about it, just to change the mood a bit. This episode of Martin and Corin, right? Tommy, Martin's best friend, had something said, "Keep the lie alive." And that's the stigma of most men. Most men have that stigma. I remember my uncle told me, "I don't give a damn what happens. You don't tell that girl the truth. You better keep that lie. You better keep that lie going." And that's messed up. That's the stigma for most men. Now, most women, I will attest. I feel like most women are more. They would rather not lie. Most women would rather tell the truth, but they still lie. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's a touchy situation. You know what I'm saying?
Them motherfuckers lying off top.
Now, I will say that I strive never to lie to someone I give a fuck about. At work, I'm gonna lie. Like, if I wake up in the morning hungover, I'm gonna say I'm having internet issues.
So it is a difference. Okay.
Hell yeah, my job don't really. I mean, I care about them, but I don't love it. Like, I love my job because they pay me, but like, that's a difference between like that. It's a difference between telling your kids that the Tooth Fairy and Easter Bunny are real because you're giving them an innocence.
Ooh.
Like, that's a difference. But like, in a relationship sense, in my existence of being in relationships and commingling with people, if somebody lied to me, they have now opened up the door for me never to really tell them my 1000% truth because they've said it that now we lie to each other.
So you're saying that lying to your spouse isn't as worse as lying to your child about Santa Claus and Tooth Fairy?
It's not lying to your child about, that's giving them a fictional character to believe in.
Okay.
Lying to your child is saying, I know who your dad is, and you don't. That's a lie.
Yeah,
like, Tooth Fairy and shit, that's not,
okay.
That's small potatoes.
So lying has different faces and different levels, would you say?
Yeah.
And I think that we all gonna lie at work. Like, there's at work we're gonna all lie. I'm a boss, and I ain't want to sound cocky, but I'm somebody's
You a
boss.
boss.
You know what I'm saying? And people lie. My staff lie to me all the time, and all I do is chuckle on the inside because when I had to lie to my boss, I mean, it is what it is. Like Yana said, I wake up and be like, "Oh, I can't go back and do this today." You know what I'm saying? I was just tell them, "Hey, family emergency" or whatever. You know, but that's work. When you're trying to build relationships, whether it's an intimate relationship, a friendship, whatever it may be, honesty is really, really important because trust is so key. If I can't trust you, we have nothing.
Okay.
You wouldn't be my brother if I couldn't trust you with my life. You know what I'm saying? You all wouldn't be my circle if I couldn't trust you. If I had to look at you with a side eye, then we got nothing. For real. You know, relationships is different, whether it's a friendship or intimate relationship. Lying to work and telling your kid, keeping a childhood myth going, all of that's different. But my thing to people is, people get hurt seriously by lies. Like, not just emotionally, it's physical
mentally.
hurt that comes, and mental hurt that comes from lying. When you let your guard down and you let somebody in your life and you find out they lying to you, that's different. That hit different. Like, that hurts.
Yeah. Corn. Just like I asked her, do you feel that you can love a person and lie to them?
Really,
As a man.
As a man, I mean, being honest, no. We can use that Jody shit. I lie to you because I love you. We can use that shit, but that ain't the truth.
Okay.
It's just some dumb shit that he made sound cool in the movie. But you lie to a motherfucker, that mean you don't really care about their ass. Because what was the point in lying? Like,
Wow.
all right, so whatever. First off, whatever you had to lie about, you shouldn't have did the shit in the first place.
Okay.
If you was gonna go get some other pussy on the side, you already made the decision. Like, okay, if she find out, this shit over. So do I really want this other pussy or not? You go get it, you already know, like, all right, shorty find out this shit is a wrap, but you should already have came to that conclusion when you hit her.
With that same energy,
just being real.
The same scenario. Now, it's easy to use that as a man, okay? Because men, we do stupid shit for whatever reason. Let's flip it and let's say it was a woman. If a woman cheated on a man, but she loves a man, right? Because we all agree that you can love somebody and still cheat on them.
I don't think I had agreed with it that show.
Okay.
I said I don't cheat.
Okay. Okay. If a woman cheats on a man and she feels terrible afterwards, right? And she goes home and she confesses it. Like, look, this is what I did. You know, she's not lying about it, but she confesses right off top. Is that different? Is that different than her cheating and lying about it?
When she confesses it, she knows at that moment, she has to know at that moment that
the ball is in his court.
That the ball is in his court, and 9 times out of 10, that relationship is probably over. Because men hold things a lot. Because here's the thing that I've learned. Yeah, they don't. And I think that I've learned from my brothers that when a man opens up and lets you in, if you hurt him, it's pretty much over with for you. And I've come to learn that over time about men, period. Women, like I think Yana said a few shows before, we're taught to deal with a lot of stuff. And we learn that it's put in us at young ages because we see what our moms, grandmas, aunties go through. But men, they're not brought up the same way, and they can't handle the same thing. No man wants to think about another female with his girl. He just don't.
Facts.
I had a guy tell me my ex, his theory was the scoop and the ice cream. He was like, my scoop can go in any ice cream it want because I can wash it off. He was like, but your ice cream ain't never gonna be the same when another nigga stick his scoop in it. No matter how he try to smooth it back out, it's not the same because it's been altered. And ever since then, I thought about that. Like, men don't like their stuff touched. Period. And I ain't saying it's the right thing because y'all stick y'all scoops wherever y'all want to. But
you know what it is? Men aren't designed to be vulnerable and submissive. So when we find that out, we feel like we are at our lowest point of being submissive. Like we feel like somebody conquered something that we hold as chairs. Now, I'm not saying this as shouldn't be for women, but men aren't built to accept that and handle that. Women, on the other hand, women are real. They're nurturers. They're forgivers. They're like, you know, they have that nature of forgiveness. Men don't have that.
Y'all stronger than us when it comes to that shit.
And you know, I'm tired of being strong because I think that with my situation, like I told my closest friend, she said if he would have came to you and said way back when you first said something to him about it, I think I got so and so pregnant. What would you have done? Would I had forgiven him or would I stuck with him? The way I felt about him in that moment, I would have stuck through it with him because I love you. So if I love you, I'm riding with you till the wheels fall off. If you fucked around, this your kid's mama, whatever, y'all did some family shit, me and you was beefing, y'all slipped back into it, y'all already got 3 kids together, I probably should have never got involved in the situation in the first place. But you double back, you got this baby on the way. If you would have told me you did it, at least in my mind, I could have talked it out with my friends. I could have talked it out with myself. And I could have probably stuck by you. But you lied to me. And then you had this girl, because that's all she is. Women to women me.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And it made it to the point where there's nothing you could say to me at this current moment that would ever make me forgive you or want to stick by your side at this point. Because all you ever had to do was be honest from the jump. You took my option away.
So let's get on that because that was some heavy. Everybody assuming that was, and we're streaming live from a lot of different platforms. Shout out to Radio Public. Just signed on with Radio Public, man. All the viewers that's chiming in right now from Radio Public and everything like that, man. Welcome. Spotify, YouTube, everything, Facebook, Instagram, all that. Okay. But Moses made a huge point that I want to highlight about, the word love, right? She said that had the person that lied to her, had he came to her and say, look, this is the situation, I got this girl pregnant, I think I did or whatever, he'd been honest up front and told her, because she loved him, she would have worked it out and stuck with him. Now, maybe. It's a chance.
Right.
Now,
you took my choice away.
Think about the reason that men don't tell the person that they have a baby on the way. Do you feel like men don't say that because of fear of the girl is going to leave him, or because they know in their mind that that person can't handle that? You see what I'm saying?
I think that he thought I couldn't handle it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm going to let you go, sis. I think he thought I couldn't handle it because I've always had a theory, and I think I've shared this with y'all before on intimate levels. Multiple kids from one person, 9 times out of 10, you doubling back a few more times. It ain't over with.
False.
8.
Well,
yeah.
I'm not saying your situation is slightly different, I think. But I think that because you're a different type of man, this type of man, if she called and her toe hurt, he going to see what's happening. You know what I'm saying? So for me, those was all red flags. She having a seizure, her mama calling you. Bro, why? If I have a seizure, y'all better call my mama and my daddy. Don't call none of these niggas I'm talking to. But all of that just showed me, like, it was a lot of red flags for that. And I just think that they had 10 years in. They had 3 kids. He claimed her oldest child, so that made it 4 kids. But what I thought when I got involved with it was I thought he was done, because what all men I know say is she had a baby with another nigga after their youngest child. So they got a child that's 2. She turned around and had another little girl. Now that baby 1, and now you finna have a whole another baby. Most guys I know don't go back when the bitch get another nigga get pregnant by another nigga.
I don't know. I think that, and I always feel like when we have these conversations that I know for certain, and one thing for fact, that I don't think like a traditional woman, right? Like my brain just be thinking other stuff. But like for me, I personally had somebody with baby situation that like knew, and his response to, like, he knew like when she got pregnant, that he knew. And what he told me when I found out months later, like way months later, and we were like together, he said that he couldn't handle my reaction.
And I think that's
because he said that he was like, it wasn't gonna be just attitude. Oh, we was gonna fight. Like I was going to give you all of this, all of the. At that time, I definitely didn't understand how to navigate my personality, and so you was gonna get all this anger, you gonna get all this smoke. But like now, when situations like that come at me, first off,
that's a good point.
I'm not gonna let you lie to me so many times that it gets to the point where I feel like I'm a suffer. Because I love me too much. So, like, I've had people lie to me, relationships, friends, whatever, lie to me. And sometimes when I know that they, especially half lies, I don't even bring the shit up.
So,
I don't, because it'd be like, I'm forgiving you in my mind. I never forgot, but I'm gonna forgive you because I love you.
And I'm gonna treat it as if it didn't happen.
As if it didn't happen.
But I know it's in the back of my mind. It happened.
It's gonna always be there.
And that's the thing, and that's why I said, like, that's why I can say honestly, and I said that to him, because he still was lying to me. If you just would have told me the truth.
Motherfuckers be lying about lying.
Yeah.
Right, like, why you just ain't tell me the truth? Like,
no, I ain't lying. You lying like what?
Right, like, why you lying to me?
I
Like,
swear to God.
Yeah, and they just be so extra, and like, and I've learned that also you can learn a liar's pattern. Yeah. A liar has a pattern. Mm-hmm. And they're going to lie about the same things. They're going to do the same things. And I swear my mama always said, the person that gets super emotional and loud and do the most and all the dramatics is usually lying. And she right.
Let's get so we got Jared from North Carolina. First of all, Jared, welcome. Thank you for tuning in.
North Carolina, what's up, man?
This is Radio Puzzle people. Welcome, man. Thank you for joining the podcast. So
North Carolina.
Take your shirt off.
Welcome, man, to the show.
We like him.
Jared says that if we are honest, people lie to people because they want to protect their feelings. It is crazy to say that I don't love you if I lie to you. I lie to you because I love you. Okay, thank you for your opinion, Jared.
You gonna watch me hurt then?
How do you lie to me and love me? Like, how do you lie to me and want me to live this lie? Like,
once again, thank you for that.
All right, so for example,
explain that to me, y'all. I don't get it.
If you find out, for example, let's just say you're 32 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You find out your daddy ain't your daddy, and that your mother been lying to you.
Damn.
She told you that shit because she love you?
Not my mama.
Like, how would you feel about her if you found out that she lied to you for 32 fucking years about who you are?
I'm mad.
That's a good one.
You're
I'm turning all this shit over.
Right. So at 32, I'm pissed.
I'm
gonna
pissed.
tell you all a story.
Please, Jerry, if you hear me, man.
Thank you, Jerry. That's a response to your comment.
So, I always say, and I stand by this, and my friends know this when I say, I don't lie.
No, you don't.
I don't lie and I don't give you half lies. When I was 16 years old,
Whoever Simone Rose is,
hey girl,
I'm with her.
when I was 16 years old, my parents met in high school. When I was born, my daddy was 17, my mom was 18. And then, like teenage relationships, they broke up. They both dated other people. They get back together. They get married. They have a baby. They buy a house. Life is good. Boom, boom, boom. Suburban lifestyle, 2 cars, garage, whole thing, big backyard, stellars of the community, both parents. I'm cleaning the garage to surprise my daddy. Because I'm a daddy's girl. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to do this for my daddy because I love him. Boom, boom, boom.
Daddy.
I find pictures, and I found a picture of a girl that looked just the fuck like me. And I was like, well, what happened? And so I bring the picture up, and I bring it to my mama. Well, no, I bring it to my granny, because my granny's never going to lie to me. She's the first person I knew in life that never lies to me. And she said, okay, we need to talk. So apparently I have a sister that is in between me and my brother that was born while my parents were not together. My mother and father decided that it would be best if they didn't ruin what me and my brother thought was perfection. Which is why perfection is you. It's the thing that I go by. Because they hid that from me for so long, making it think that we were like the Cosbys, when this family secret was there, but then it affected me long term in a way, because now I don't trust niggas for shit.
Yeah.
Right? And so when that situation happened to me at a young age, I was like, I'm never going to lie to anybody or give a half truth. Because that shit can, a lie can affect you. That's why, like, when you get with a guy, you be like, he a fuckboy. But what girl was before you that made him that way? She a hoe. Well, what nigga was before you that made her that way? Like,
it's a reaction.
It's a reaction.
So,
for every action, there's a reaction.
There is. And once again, everybody that's tuning in, we're asking the question, what is the reason that people lie, right? What is the reason behind it? Because it's always the why behind the reason. And we ask people, have you ever lied before and why, right? Jared from North Carolina, right, just made a statement that he said that if we're being honest, people lie to people because to protect their feelings. He said that you will be crazy to say, and I'm paraphrasing, he said you'll be crazy to say that you don't love a person because you lied to them, right? Okay, so I think of a situation, right, because lying has different faces. Once again, you guys can chime in. Lying has different faces. And I think that most of the time when a person lies, lying is a selfish act. Let's get that out the way. Lying is a selfish act. You're really just most of the time thinking about how you don't want to face the reality of what can happen because of what you did, right? And right on time, Stephanie from Is that Omaha? It gotta be
I
Omaha.
don't know a song for Omaha.
That's Nebraska, right?
Yep.
Okay. Stephanie said, yes, I've been with my husband for 7 years, and he lied to me before we got married, but we got married with the intentions that he wouldn't lie again. Okay.
So she had faith in her man.
So yeah, I mean, and that's a good one, because if a person was lying to you all before marriage and you married them, that means you had to believe in, you see what I'm saying, right? Like if a person has been lying to you, once again, thank you for that comment. A person been lying to you before you got married, but you chose to marry him, right? You chose to marry her.
You knew what you were getting into.
But it depends on the lie.
Okay. Yeah. And that's the good one. Okay, explain that.
Now, for example, if, like she said, he was lying, just say he lied about having, like he told her he had 2 kids, but then like the week before he like, I really got 10 of you.
Damn.
That's a big ass lie.
Wedding off.
So that's what I'm saying. Is lying does it have different faces? Like for example, can y'all lie to somebody and say, not y'all, but in general, can you lie to someone and say, like, if your woman or your guy say, what would you do after work? Oh, I ain't do nothing. I just went to the gym and got some, but you really went to the bar. Okay, that's a lie. Is that lie worse or less?
What was the purpose of lying?
Because I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
No, I'm judging.
Well, people do that all the time.
Like that's the thing. Like, but you're talking to
maybe some dudes will say that because she'll be like, "Well, what the fuck you going to a bar for?"
I want to go to a fucking bar because I'm a grown ass man with a W-2 and my motherfucking.
And if I want to buy
everything's in my name.
If I want to buy this $10 ass drink, I'm gonna buy this $10 ass drink.
But you know what? I think that
I don't want to be with a motherfucker that want to
that do all that.
Want to be mad and question about.
Don't ask me no questions, because I'm not going to tell you no lies. You know the song, Don't Ask Me No Questions, I Tell You No Lies? You know? My thing
I understand when you're with somebody, you like, hey, babe, what you doing after work? And they say, I'm going to hit up work. Okay, be safe. Because at the end of the day, I'm trusting you. Because I'm going into anything
because I'm going to trust that you coming back home to me.
I'm going to trust that when it's over, that you're going to be like, I feel tipsy real quick. I'm about to go home and stain my girl. Like, that's what I'm intending. Because if I'm out with my friends and you call me like, where you at? And I'm like, I'm at Angels tonight on this random ass Monday. Let's go. We out here. Woo!
Like last week?
Like last week. Like real random as fuck. But I'm expecting that when I leave there, if I call you, you're not going to be like, so why you have to go out with your girls? Who's buying y'all drinks? Motherfucker me. Like...
But that's them jealous guys.
We get a lot of comments from Radio Public.
That's the jealous.
I'm
that's the jealous.
For Radio Public.
That's the jealous people. My thing is this. I think also a lot of people that lie are insecure. Like I think that's the other thing. Insecurity creates people that. Insecurity creates liars.
Yeah.
Because when you insecure and you know you doing not the right things necessarily. You think that everybody lying.
Candace says selfishness, you can't stop potential pain by causing more pain.
That's a real comment.
Robin said people lie from fear of loss, fear of getting a whooping when you were little, fear of missing out.
And I think Robin is 1,000% because real last comment is when you think that when you
good point, guys.
When you know you're not on somebody's level, you don't want to tell them. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to tell them the truth. Like, somebody had to tell me. I had to realize, like, the person that lied to me can never go where I'm going in life.
Now, I had a person lie to me, and I honestly was taken back. That
he got suits, but
he go to court.
He got suits, but he wear Air Force Ones with them.
We are asking everybody that's chiming in. Thank you guys for the comments, man. We asking y'all, what is the reason that people lie? What is the main reason? What is the why? What is the cause? Because, there's a lot of people that have a standard about lying, right? And then we have people that's chiming in, both here and on Radio Public, saying that, sometimes people lie to people because they're trying to protect their feelings. That's the standard, right? I lie to you because I want to protect how you feel. I don't want to hurt you. You can't handle the truth. So, and I just want to read the comment. The comment from Mike from Chicago. What's up, bro? Chi-Town. He say, asking the women on the panel, I'm guessing that's you two ladies, can you really handle if you asked your man when he came home what he did all day, he said, I've been smashing women.
Yes, let me tell you why.
Okay,
let me
Mike,
tell you.
thank you for
Now
that
listen.
comment.
That's just
I probably,
shit.
but look
But
though.
that's the truth. I mean, that's
Listen.
what he's. I guess that's what he's saying. If you want him to be honest,
She said she asked, how was your day?
Well, let me read it again.
Read it again.
I
'Cause
was out there
He said, if your lady asked you, how was your day and what you do today?
Oh, okay.
He said, oh, it was cool. I smashed a couple chicks, but I'm glad to see you back. That's what he said.
So, in my response to that
Now, that's
is,
the truth. That's
so
okay.
here's the thing. In that situation, then me and him have an understanding. Because
Got
if
to
you
be.
come home and
Nigga,
tell me
that
that
bold.
this is what you did all day, then you need to be ready for me to say, oh, okay, I sat on a couple faces then.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
my
in
God.
that situation, we both trying to handle truth. But for
oh,
me,
boy.
my thing is this. What my personal situation is, and I tell y'all this all the time, I believe you can get past anything if honesty is always there from the beginning.
Okay.
But
Anything.
I told you if the nigga would have told me way back in March that he was having this baby like I knew, I told my friends in the group text in March when I got back from Miami, this nigga gonna tell me it's only a matter of time before he tell me he having another baby. My friends like, you tripping, Mo, you tripping, Mo, you tripping. Well, just this past Tuesday or Monday, I found out he is having a baby. And had he told me way back in March,
It'd have been different.
it could have been different.
Okay.
Yes, my feelings would have been hurt. Yeah, I probably would have punched him. I probably would have threw a couple of things. All of that. But if I loved him, I probably would have tried to work through it.
This is when
Okay.
again I think differently. So going
Well,
back
it says
to what
anything.
Mike from Chicago said, if my mate came home and was like, I've been fucking all
That's
day.
super blunt, though. First of all.
I mean, first off, that's super blunt to the point where like when you come in this house,
Look at his face.
no, like that's some shit that if you the
I
house
say that ain't
Look,
happening.
So we're in my house right now, right? We're not in this house. If you come in the house talking like that, I'm in one of them big ass pretty mansions that be on like this Destination America channel and like National Geographic's
You want to cry in Santorini, Greece.
and not on 79th and Stone.
Everybody wants to go to Santorini.
I want to cry in the Maldives.
So basically,
and not
you're
over
saying,
east, like.
can women handle? Because we already know that men can't handle that shit.
But
men,
I can.
We aren't built to handle.
I mean, for real, because if my chick told us, like,
what?
This nigga made me tear up.
Oh,
from
my
gagging.
God.
But
We gonna be fucked up.
I honestly can, but I believe that it means that you can't come home with a post statement, because post statement means that your brain was thinking this. Our communication on lying and not even lying, on honesty is gonna be so fucking clear in the beginning that when you have the feeling and the inkling to be like, damn, I don't feel like fucking you tonight, I want to fuck her, that you're gonna be like, babe,
Okay.
you know what? I think I want to do something different. And I'm going to say, you feeling that different? But then you have to respect my different too.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Oh, okay. I'll let you finish.
so like in the beginning, we're this honest that there's never a point where you have to either feel like you're going to lie to me or feel like you're going to get caught lying.
So that means that you're in an open relationship.
I've always been like this though.
Okay.
But here we go. But because I believe in open and honesty, when I deal with people who don't believe in open honesty, they are liars to me.
That's exactly what I want.
They
to
are
say.
liars to me. Like,
That's exactly what I want to say.
I am very honest and very open as far back to when I was married, and I'm like, and I was dating because my marriage was open. So it's like, I'm married, I can date, but then I would meet guys and they would still feel the need to lie to me. Why you lying to me and I'm going home to my husband?
Crazy.
But it was a thing.
But you know, I think that, and that's the craziest thing, because I think that, like, I think for me, I try to always just be honest, because
My boy, what's up? Wow.
I like to be in my own bubble, and I'm always going to tell you that. I like my own bubble. I like my own space. I'm going to do what I want to do when I want to do it, and that's how it is. You know why? Because you can't little girl me. I got my own car, my own house, my own job, my own everything. It's mine. So I get to pick and choose.
Last time I said I was independent on a podcast, it didn't go over well.
It goes like that. We are asking everybody. If you
You
just
know, it just let me be real.
if you're just chiming in,
When you was
we're talking about the topic lying,
too good,
right? What is the reason that people lie? Why? And it's always a why behind it, because I have a difference of opinion a little bit. I agree with the majority, but I agree with the small minority. Just like, you know, the people that's commenting and saying certain things like that, right? I think people sometimes.
That's my computer.
Sometimes people lie because they don't want to. That's the standard, right? People say they don't want to hurt a person. That's the reason they lie. The person can't handle the truth. They don't want to lose what they got. They don't, and it's.
If you don't want to lose what you got, what you do it for?
But
even if
why
that's
lie?
true.
And
That's so
being
true.
real, I've done a lot of stupid shit.
Okay.
I've done a lot of stupid shit. So just think about it like I
That's a
probably
good point,
shouldn't have.
Erica.
But when you were doing stupid shit, you wasn't as mature as you are today.
Oh yeah.
Like this question, asking me this question 5 years ago,
You got a different response.
This shit is- oh.
everything is breaking here. You would have got a different response than me 5 years ago. It would have been like,
Erica says some people lie out of boredom.
They do.
Some people lie to entertain themselves. They
They
be,
do.
especially motherfuckers that like volunteering lie.
And
Like,
some,
Why would
They
lie
just like lie to
do
you.
that,
Yeah, just lie to you for no reason. Let's go back to that.
though? Lying out of
and then they
boredom?
lie out of boredom and then post on Facebook. You dummy.
What is the logic behind that, though? I don't understand that. Because you're
Lying
bored?
out of boredom?
Yeah.
Because you want some attention. Attention seekers.
Ah.
Attention
like
whores.
I know people who post stuff on social media and block people from posting shit like that. I'm not doing that either. I'm not going that far. Like I'm out here living my life, and whatever you see
is what you
is
see.
what you see. And a lot of people, I feel like I don't owe them explanations because it's
Uh-oh.
like
Nobody shit.
it is what it, like I'm single as fuck. So it'd be like
It is what it is.
it is what
That's,
it is.
that's me
So I'm at a
professionally.
point right now where it's like I'm not lying to none of these motherfuckers.
That's me professionally. I have learned that some of my colleagues, they have different social media pages from what is attached to our business social media page.
Okay.
Well, guess what?
Facts.
I don't. You know why? Because I'm Monique all the time.
Okay.
And what they
Maybe.
know is
I thought this shit.
I'm me. Like, I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not perfect. I have plenty of flaws, but I am who I am. Now, the stuff that should never make it to social media doesn't. But every now and again, you might catch some shit that make you be like, "Eh, Monique did that." She has people that watching her. Somebody told me once before my profile picture wasn't professional, and that people from my parents from my school would look at my profile picture. Okay, that's just who I am on the weekends when I clock out.
I got one profile.
I mean, I have two because I always say I'm going to be all the woman.
So
You need one. You need party 5.
Julian is from the north side of Chicago. Represent. He said,
Baby, go
and-
Cubs,
and
go.
I'm gonna say this verbatim exactly how he's saying this. He says, everybody that's on that platform is lying. They have made a lie within the last year that they did subconsciously, but will say they won't lie till they made. Okay.
Julian,
Thank you for your comment, bro.
Julian, you chimed in late
Um,
as shit because we have
all
already admitted to lying.
Yeah,
Now,
we've
I
all
can
lied
tell
at
you
some point.
Everybody done lied before. but
Everybody's lied before, but going to his question, it was he said in the last how many?
Year.
I
So
can
you're
say
right.
personally for me, I have not lied in the past year because I had, for my own personal growth, gotten to a point where I am so okay with myself.
Thank you for the comment, though. I'm not.
No,
No. Appreciate it, brother.
That's what I'm answering the question. In the last year, I'm so okay and confident in me that I live my truth 1,000%.
Okay.
And for me,
So be like, why
Julian.
lie?
keeping it a buck with you, I ain't got a mate to lie to. I'm for the streets.
Get your ass.
and to follow behind Cornell.
What you lie about?
And to follow behind Cornell, even though I was dealing with somebody, he wasn't technically my mate.
Okay.
I've been single for almost 4 years, so
Well,
I haven't had to lie to
I ain't
anybody.
really for the streets.
But I answered, and
I be
you,
outside.
I was joking about
Look,
that.
you heard me, but I be outside.
I was
though,
joking
but
about
I
ain't
be in the
really
park.
for
I be in the parking lot.
But
I like. It's
I
natural
ain't got nobody
selfie.
to
I
lie
like to
to.
take selfies.
I answer the questions that I choose to answer because I'm
Okay.
single. How about that?
Okay.
That's what I do.
That's fair.
Because sometimes you can ask me a question and I can choose not to answer it. Now, if you want to call me a liar, you can call me a liar, but I never gave you an answer, yes or no.
Shit, I ain't even in that position. I ain't even got to talk to motherfuckers like they the police.
You win. You win. Now I did. I had questions to answer, but I could choose. I had questions to answer because I have been dealing with somebody consistently, but we were not in a relationship.
But see what you're saying right there. But me and you have had this conversation that same thing.
Say fuck the Cubs.
Where you like, okay, we're not in this relationship, but we've been doing it. It has to come to a point where that shit don't matter no more. We're like, you just cut that shit off. So like, when you're dealing with people, it be like, how, like, you lied to me this many times. How much longer am I gonna sit here and fucking let you lie to me?
You're right. And I watch how much you lie to other people.
You're right.
Like if you like,
okay,
like when you lie to other motherfuckers, I be sitting there like.
Ooh, and you know what? That's a good one because I never thought about it like that.
Yeah,
because when you watch, and you know what?
But people don't pay attention to that.
And now that you said that definitely is a different. That's a different thought.
I promise you, I watch that shit. Like,
when you lie, in hindsight, you realize their whole life is a lie.
You lie to them, you gonna lie to me.
Yeah,
I'm just sitting here.
I'm just right. But then, like, I've had people who I've considered in my very inner circle lie to me, and that shit hurts a different core. And it's like, I don't want to hurt nobody that bad.
Especially when they know how honest you are.
Like, just, and like, when I'm honest with people, I really want them to be honest back with me, but like, a lot of times in my dating in this weird-ass world, people can't handle my honesty. It'd be like, you lying. Nah, bro, I was actually being real truthful with you.
Well, okay, everybody that's tuning in, we talking about the topic, right? About why do people lie and everything. Have you ever lied? What was the reason? Now, I think that, like we mentioned, if you guys are just tuning in, we mentioned earlier, is there a difference in lying? Does lying have different faces, right? If you lie on a resume, is that least worse than lying to your spouse, right? So I think what one of the people was saying, Julian, I don't know, Julian, you can comment again. I don't know exactly if you was talking about just strictly relationships or lying in general. Because if in the last year, of course, people lied in general. In the last year, it could have been something stupid. You know,
niggas lied when they got PPP loans.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. See what I'm saying? Like, it could be people lie on their taxes. Like, man, you know. So of course, if you're talking about that part of lying, that's what I want to highlight on this show. Does lying have different faces where it's greater, lesser? You see what I'm saying? If I live with a chick and she know I lie on my tax, she know I lie on unemployment, she know I lie on PPP, she know I do that every day. But as soon as I lie to her about going to have a drink with a chick, she want to kill me. You see what I'm saying? So it's in different faces. That's all I'm asking.
First off, everything else you were lying to in the beginning also benefited her.
Yep.
You having this drink didn't benefit her, so why lie about it?
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
You not lying to me. Like, when you lie to your job, that's your job. But when you lie to me and I'm somebody that you love, and then, like, you love, like, I'm somebody you love, why lie to me? Mm-hmm. Like, at the end of the day, that's what it boils down to.
There go Candace. She said, if you're single, why not answer the question? That's lying by omission.
No, I'm straight. Okay. That ain't lying by omission. That's selectively. All right. That's picking your battles.
Omission is lying, which makes y'all liars.
I disagree.
No, I said telling half the truth. I said telling half the truth. Telling the whole
I disagree.
lie.
I think that if I choose not to answer a question, or if I choose not to answer a question, that's just me being selective about what I got to say.
If you're single.
If I'm single, I get to be selective on what questions to answer.
Okay.
Now, if I'm in a relationship, and this is a relationship, a real relationship where we're building something, then I have to answer questions. But if I am single and there is no title, I can pick and choose what I answer.
Jared, I see you, man. Give me a second. I'm gonna get right back to you.
I feel like I can. I probably should stop drinking at this point.
No,
this is my last drink.
Yeah, no, I get it. Omission. I mean, that's why it's good to have these dialogues, because people have different views on what is lying. If you're in a single, if you're in a relationship, if you're dating. Now, another thing is, like you guys said, if you have a sneaky link, if you have a boo thing, but there's no title, is there a certain level of respect or something that you say, look, I know we ain't in a relationship, but I'm fucking this motherfucker at least once or twice a week. I should tell them this. Is that different than being in a relationship? That you have a requirement to say something?
I think... go ahead.
No, go ahead.
For me, I think that if you my sneaky link or whatever, because thinking on my truth, right? I was a married woman dating. Is what that looks like. Like my husband knew, so there was no lying there. But like, if you lied to me and you know that I'm coming with all of this, it's like, why? We sneaky link, so we should be honest with each other. Like, man, this what we out here doing, because we technically,
because there's no title.
Because there is no title, so it's like, don't get me out here thinking we sneaking and shit cool, and then like we sneaking, and while we're sneaking, the motherfucking white truck pull up, and I'm like, shit. Well, I know that my mate know that I'm here, but your mate don't know you here, so now Peter Guns is jumping out the counter.
Not Peter Guns. Why they choose him to do this?
I don't know, but now Peter Guns catching us.
They chose Peter Guns to
catching us at the restaurant. The restaurant in
and Peter Guns was a good liar.
So what I charge him?
It's in my work stuff.
You know what? And okay, so Ken says that's lying, sis. No matter how you dress it, that looks like you're picking what truths to tell and what truths not to tell.
If I'm not in a relationship, lying. I don't have to tell you the truth. If we have an understanding and we like, if we're exclusive, but we just don't have a title, then yeah. But if it's just a motherfucker I'm cool with, a sneaky link or whatever it is, I don't have to answer your question.
Where did that word sneaky link come from?
I don't know.
Sneaky link, that's when you sneaking around with somebody. I can't be your sneaky link. Sneaky link.
That's a song?
Sneaky
link. I heard something on the radio recently.
That's the song.
Something about sneaky link. But on some real shit, lying about something, like if we single, we got sneaky links, all that, kind of just dating. Don't lie about some shit that's putting another motherfucker life in jeopardy.
Now that's true.
That's big.
Now that's some shit I'll say don't lie about it. You knew you hit something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Don't, be honest about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if you was fucking with another motherfucker and that shit happened a few times wrong, you did some other shit wrong, hey, fam. There we go. You know what I'm saying? Like, communicate that shit.
I agree.
Motherfucker might be mad, but I'm sure they'd appreciate the truth anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that's...
Simone say you can't lie to your sneaky link. That's the one person you have to be truthful.
What?
Facts. Big the fuck.
I'm gonna have to one person
because guess what? Because you're sneaking. So when your sneaky link, if for whatever reason, if your sneaky link's girlfriend ever
keyword sneaky.
No, if your sneaky link people
which
ever call the phone. And you like, and she like, hello, you know Maurice, and it's like, me and Maurice work together. What do you mean? Because we're sneaky links, like, and so I know that your girl got the potential to call me, so I understand what I'm walking into. But yes, Miss Simone, you definitely should never lie to your sneaky link. And yes, Peter Guns was a horrible liar.
Peter Guns was a horrible liar. His business was just...
I mean, if I ever was on Cheaters, I would prefer Joey Greco jump out the motherfucking truck on me, but I digress.
But we're really, and once again, as everybody's tuning in, we're talking about the topic about why do people lie? Why do people lie? Lying has different faces. Don't mean just cheating or infidelity or anything like that with relationships. It could be lying to the cop. Man, officer, I left my ID at the house, I was rushing out the crib knowing goddamn where your shit's suspended or something. Anything, it could be lying, it could have a lot of different faces. And we brought up a topic earlier about, which is ironic because I just told my 12-year-old son, he's 12, I just told him that, man, look, Santa Claus, I told you he was alive and all, but Santa Claus ain't
He had
real.
been at 12 years old because he goes to school.
And he thought that Santa Claus was real.
No, he didn't.
He thought Santa Claus was real.
He didn't.
He was fake.
I never got...
Yeah. It was hurtful for him to know that, you know what I'm saying?
Those little figures, like for me, my kids, those little childhood things, they learned that in school.
I never put that shit in my daughter's head. I never did. And I'm motherfucking getting credit for some shit.
What? The Tooth Fairy, all that?
I promise we can get my daughter right now. She'll be like, Santa who? That shit? We had to tell her don't ruin the shit for other little kids.
My kids.
I think that you're right. I'm glad you said that with that lie with the sneaky link because, funny story, my sneaky link had screenshotted a phone, screenshotted his phone being in the car, and that he left his phone in the He called me right away and said,
How do you spell
my girl finna call you because you the only number not saved in this list of missed calls.
Okay.
And she about to call you now. So just get ready for it. And I swear to God, right hand of God, as he was telling me this, I was getting an unknown call on my other line.
Oh, damn.
And she was like, hello, this is such and such. Do you know? And I was like, yep, I buy weed from him. What's up? And she was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I just had his phone and I just saw this number and didn't know. And I was like, oh, okay.
Now,
So,
why did you do that?
Because
He's sneaky link.
he's my sneaky link.
There
But
it is.
here's the thing about him. He has always kept it a buck with me.
But
and I've always kept it a buck with him.
But the sneaky link is kept honest because this person, you don't owe them nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't owe you nothing. This is just something that's cruising around the corner.
But I feel like people that you're not in a relationship with, you don't owe them
Brings you back to your
anything.
point.
And that's why I keep saying, like, even, okay, for my situation that's hurting me, I feel like it was different because we lived together, so to speak.
Right.
So,
But not even that,
I
not
felt
even
like
that.
I had to.
But there's been situations where like, I definitely wasn't living with the guy.
He didn't. But she was there. But at the end of the day,
Yeah,
I feel
child.
like if you live a person,
You're a
exactly,
godmother.
exactly, as a child, a person who's with you 98% of the time, y'all kind of got a different situation. But if it's just somebody I'm cool with, I don't gotta tell you everything I'm doing.
No, I think that like the person that like the lie that hurt me the most was somebody who I wasn't in a relationship with.
Whew,
Right.
trust me, I get it.
But
Was you fucking them?
yeah, but I felt like it was one of the moments where like,
Yeah,
and
hard.
TikTok be laughing at
Was it
TikTok
good
be
sex?
funny. It was, you know, we was groovy.
I can't stand it. God help
but-
my sister.
It hurt so hard.
Somebody
Get
get
to the
some
point
more
where
this
like
Jameson.
I couldn't. It was
Hey, come on.
But it hurt.
Yeah, let me get some of that shit
Drink some more. Just
You
get all of it.
what?
Before me drunk. Hold on.
First off,
What?
Just kill the rest of
Yeah,
it.
let me get the rest
it was
of
because
Let's say blunt smoke.
What?
oh, I got time black smoke. But it hurt so hard because I felt like the person should have gave a fuck more than what they did. And so it was like, in the moment when I found out the lie, I was like, well, I could either do this. I could either ball up and totally disregard the person or actually give a fuck about them because I actually gave a fuck about them.
I just watched you on here smoke for the podcast. You didn't pour no liquor in that cup.
What?
You setting us up.
You just
I
watched.
did.
I promise you, you didn't pour no liquor in that
Hey,
cup.
man,
He
you gotta
always
watch the
try to
show,
get us
man.
drunk.
I
and
just
he
watched
don't
the
get
show. I'm watching it.
Our friend Jared, once
He poured
again,
more-
from North
He
Carolina.
poured ginger ale in
Come
his
here.
shit.
I did it. I poured
I
it.
see.
Jared, once again, from North Carolina. Shout out, man. And thank you. I just got the notice that you subscribe to the show, man. They tune into a lot of great shows, bro. So, Jared
Take your
said
shirt
that
off.
I was
Where the
saying,
song go?
he's saying, I was saying in general, not just relationships. You guys have lied within the last year about something that's minute. So don't say that you don't lie in a relationship.
He missed it. We
Okay.
did say we lied. We lied about
Thank you.
work. I lie to work all the time.
In the last year at work,
I definitely did.
Man, I lie to my friends about forgiving a nigga that I know I shouldn't.
Yeah.
well,
But they know me, so they know I'm lying.
Okay.
No, I
at my-
lied to
at
work
my
about
job,
my
I'm
wife
the
not being out.
at my job, I'm
I
the
work
person
with-
people lie to.
Damn.
Me too, brother.
Damn.
But I lied to my big boss and said, well, you know.
No.
So people lie for different reasons.
No, really, as I work remote, when I oversleep, I be like, my
Now,
Wi-Fi is acting up.
I
Give me a
did
second.
lie about something at work,
Okay.
and I ain't gonna even lie. Last year, it was
Well,
probably
now
like
you tell lies. I don't
January or
believe it.
February of
I
2020,
ain't got no fool for you.
before the world shut down. I lied about some shit at work, and I promise you, right hand to God, I felt like such a bitch for lying.
Yeah.
I went in there and told my principal, like, look, man, I lied. I ain't gonna even sit there and lie to you. Like,
You said that?
because I felt like such a bitch. Like my pops raised me to be so, like, be a man. Like,
For sure.
like my old man.
That's why you my favorite person.
Like my old man
So
used to tell me, like, if you lie, like you a coward, you scared of what the fuck gonna happen. Cause I used to lie to him as a kid. I used to lie to him about doing shit that I know I did because I didn't want to whoop my ass. I stay getting my ass whooped. But then at some point it was like, just stop fucking lying and I won't get my ass whooped.
Yeah.
Fix the problem.
So you gradually learn.
I gradually
as
learn.
you get older not to lie.
Now at 37, I'm not lying about shit.
But why do you think that there's people that's 40 years old and still lying?
I don't know.
I asked that question on my Facebook page like a month ago. Why do grown ass,
but I think it's
boss ass motherfuckers like this?
It gotta be a reason.
Because they're not identifying with their truth. Like, in order for you not to lie, you have to identify with your own truth. You just said right then and there, when you lied at work, that fucked with your truth.
Yeah.
So, like, I sleep better at night, honestly, knowing that there's not damn lie out here that I've told. Nobody has to call my phone in the middle of the night like that, calling somebody in the wee hours and
yeah, like I ain't on that shit. Like I ain't got no mate to lie to, so I ain't gotta lie for that shit. So if, for example, if I decide I'm going on a date and a person that I might be seeing or dating or talking to calls my phone, I didn't answer, I was busy. I didn't fucking lie to you.
No.
I'm busy.
That's it. And then on top
I'm
of
busy.
that, when I'm single, I'm moving around the way I want to move around.
Exactly.
Oh, so that's the point that she made. When you're single, you don't have an obligation to be
But
truthful.
Even, you do you have an obligation to be truthful. But like for example, like the example I just used.
I'm trying to keep my example to myself.
So like, if I'm on a date and another person called and I'm talking to, and when I hit him back, yo, I was busy. I was in the middle of something. Okay, I told him I was in the middle of something. Yeah, I probably didn't say I was on a date.
Why didn't you say you was on a date?
See, that's my point though.
If I went on a date,
I don't have to.
I'm just saying, like, if you're single and you're dating and somebody calls you,
a slap in the face.
And if you're single and you're dating, right? Because we agreed that dating means dating multiple people, right?
Yeah, dating.
If you're single and you're dating and you're on a date with somebody and somebody calls you that you may have dated, you don't answer the phone and then you leave and you say, "Oh well, I was doing something." Is that lying, or is it be like? Should you be like, I was on a date?
No, I mean, for example, Reggie, I call your phone and you ain't answer, and then you're not gonna be like, yeah, gee, I was taking a shit. I was in the middle of something.
I might tell you that.
You're not gonna tell me like, hey, gee, I was taking a shit. No, I was in the middle. Yo, what's good? I was in the middle of something.
Right.
But that's my point though. Like if I go outside and I'm outside and I'm doing something, I don't have to give someone that I'm not exclusive with details on what I can do.
That's
what
your
I was
point.
doing. I can say, hey, I was just busy.
You don't owe them nothing.
I don't owe you.
I'm
but
dating,
that's only if you
know.
But that's only as long as you right. And that's only as
I've
long
told
as
you
been,
that I'm dating.
Right, and that requires that honesty in the beginning. Now, if it's somebody that thinks we're exclusive, or I think we're exclusive,
nobody would ever think I'm exclusive.
Right. Well, if it's somebody that I know I'm exclusive with,
exclusive.
and vice versa, then yeah, I have a different response to give. But that's why I told Candace I disagree with her, because if I'm not exclusive with you, I don't have to tell you nothing unless it's going to jeopardize your life.
Yeah.
Then I owe you that, because I am a good person and I should not do that. But if I am not exclusive with you and I am dating, I can give you a very general answer or choose not to answer it. I'm sorry.
Those are great. Those are the differences in the views that we have. That's the great point, though.
I'm definitely gonna tell you some shit.
I'm currently,
and I don't want to hear your answer.
In my dating life, I have a situation, and in my situation, we are very honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you got a situationship?
We ain't got no situation that's holding us together. That's normally how I roll. But this is like a real, like, I fuck with you. Mm-hmm. A vibe. I'm in a vibe. But this vibe is very honest.
Ain't nothing like a good vibe.
And the vibe is so honest that sometimes...
Good vibes lie too.
No, here we go. We've decided to be so honest with each other that when he's honest with me at times, his honesty hurt.
Yeah.
Because I'm honest with him. So I'm like, well, I'm going out on a date with Deontay. I don't know why that young man is a name, but I came up with that right now. But I'm going out on a date with him. And the person that I'm super, super honest with is like, oh, that's cool. Well, me and so-and-so going out, but I know that they having sex, so I'm like, oh, damn.
And then I don't want to go on my date no more.
Now I don't want to go on my date because I'm mad.
Yeah, I know.
Because, like, we're living this honest, truthful life, so sometimes the truth also can hurt.
The truth can't.
But
and
the lie hurts even most.
And that is why I am firm.
Hey, Simone, shut the fuck up. It's not. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tell your guest, your person that's logged in.
Hey, Simone.
That's why I feel the way I feel. Like, you can hurt me more. Honestly, people don't realize you hurt a person more being honest. But at the end of the day, I can rebuild. Like I said, a nigga could have had a whole baby on me if he would have been honest and told me.
I don't like kids.
I mean, but I'm saying I could see me calling y'all and telling y'all,
yeah,
I forgave him. He told me. Versus me telling y'all that nigga lied, told me I was delusional, he ain't got no baby, and then I still forgive him down the road 9 months later. Y'all gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Because in the end, all he ever had to do when we 40 years old.
Time out, but the people should see everybody's face.
I know, because they don't like him anyway. So it don't matter. They don't care.
This chicken fry.
You know what I think is funny?
I'm gonna try some of that chicken.
Yeah, that shit is good.
It's a little spicy. I'm over here like.
No, that shit is good though. You know what I think is funny? Well, it's really ironic. Once again, everybody that's tuning in, we are talking about, you know, the whole idea of why people lie, right? And Mo brought an interesting thought to my mind.
Don't listen to me.
If you are not monogamous with someone, if you don't have a title with someone, if you don't have a level of this is me, we are exclusive, do you owe them? Owe them.
If you sleep in my bed more than 3 times a week.
Do you? Okay.
3 times a week we go together.
Do you
3
owe them?
times a week we go together. Say it again, brother.
And that's what I want to ask. Like, what is the level of expectation when it comes to?
Listen.
Because y'all can't have no title, but
if
y'all fucking 3 times a week.
Bro, if you got clothes in my house, if I'm doing your clothes in my laundry, when I do laundry, if I'm doing your clothes and folding your clothes and putting it back up, and you over there at least 3 to 4 times a week, bro, we telling each other the truth.
You have, so that's the standard.
We need to tell the truth.
Okay.
Because you are here. If you can if you feel comfortable enough to ring my bell at any time of night, there's some honesty
that's the standard
that needs to be had. Now, if I'm just seeing you once a week.
Once a week.
Once or twice a week.
Once or twice a week.
You know what I'm saying? Sporadically.
If I see you, in order for me not to have to, in order for you not to really be a person I'm checking on,
the truth should set you free.
It don't have to be weekly. I got kids. I be doing shit.
True. You're right.
Some days I want to hang out with my friends, so you might not be a priority. Sometimes you might have to work later. You got a kid. But if like we wake up every morning and we talking on the phone all the time, and it's them like those moments outside of like sleeping together where we're building that intimacy moment, even though you're like, we don't want no title behind it, you owe me some explanations because I owe you explanations. Okay. Because now we fake boyfriend, girlfriend.
So,
Corner, say it again.
Do you, and once again, pay attention to this question, everybody. Continue to chime in on your thoughts. All right? I'll see you, Candace. If you are intimate with a person at least once a week, so that's 4 times a month, right?
Okay.
Do you feel like you owe them to tell them what you're doing or being honest if you're dating somebody else? Like fucking 4 times a month.
Like I said, if it's some shit that's gonna put your life in danger, or
that part.
Are we spending the night too? Or we just.
Because what people fail to realize is, let's put that insert in here, spending the night changes a lot of things. When you lay up with a female, a man, whoever, that is intimate. Now, if you put your panties in your drawers on and you leave.
What? That's a whole
then that's different.
First off, you put your panties in your purse because it ain't even worth it.
You're right, because I can't put my panties back on.
Now,
but if I leave after we fuck,
then leave.
Then we just fucking.
Then you don't owe nothing.
I don't owe you nothing if I already doing. But if I am getting in this bed with you after you fuck me,
such a good point,
and I am pulling up the cover, then bro, we
pay attention to what she just said.
We gotta have real conversations.
Even when you come to my house and you're drinking,
or your cup, or your shoes. If you don't left your slides over here, don't leave your slides over here. Don't leave your underwear over here. Don't leave none of that shit over here. Because when you leave anything at my house for longer than a week,
now you owe me an explanation.
The ladies are saying that if a person lays up, meaning
don't lay up,
and that includes.
But that's why I choose not to lay up.
That includes cuddling. Why y'all talking shit about me about cuddling? That includes cuddling. If you cuddle, you lay with a motherfucker, a man, and you spend the night, they're saying that the expectations rise. You have to tell me if you date somebody. You have to tell me that part. But if you just put your pants on like, I'll holler at you when I holler at you.
And you just
there's no expectations.
There's not a kiss, a hug.
So let me ask y'all this. Let's flip the script because y'all keep putting it on us. How do you feel when you go to sleep next to this girl and you wake up next to a girl? If one of y'all lay down and go to sleep and you feel comfortable with this girl. Now, mind you, when you lay down with this girl, you wrap your arm around her. You ain't sleeping back to back. So what's up?
You almost get that drink.
You like her, right?
That drink.
You like her?
Drinking almost went
so being honest, right?
Uh-oh.
Go ahead, Mr.
I'm
Gus.
gonna go stand over here by
this is a hashtag Mr. Gus about to come for y'all right now.
All right, being real. Right? Damn, this shit gonna sound so fucking
We
ignorant.
for it. I'm for it. Let me listen.
Oh, man.
You can't even get it out.
Give us a commercial break. We need
What?
to get his
Go
response.
ahead.
All right,
Let
so-
it out.
No, I ain't gonna even say it. Because the shit is too fucking...
No, say it. And then I'll...
Go ahead.
Tell me. And then I'll
Go
drink.
in.
He drinking.
So just...
Pause.
No.
We need a
No, I ain't
commercial.
gonna say-
We be back
Listen,
for the commercial.
I'm always gonna protect all brands.
Protect the
Protect
brand.
brands.
I'm gonna
Let me
protect
put
all
on my...
brands. Let's put it like this. I'm never gonna get comfortable, or even if I do stay, just know that I got a buddy nearby, so I'm not staying where I trust you like that, because I know people that stayed with chicks and woke up with their baby daddy standing over them.
What?
So,
That's not like a problem.
so
Don't go to sleep. Sit on this.
So I'm not one of them that's gonna go over there and lay down and just lay up like I'm just comfortable and snooze.
You know what I'll say?
I'm gonna have at least 15,
As a man.
15 shots close to me.
As a man, real shit. Like I will never speak for all men, but as Reggie moving forward, if I'm intimate with a woman and I lay with her, cuddle with her, let her fall asleep in my crib, I fall asleep in her crib, I trust that motherfucker.
Do you put your
I
arm around
trust.
her?
Yeah, you
And
trust.
I trust that person.
You trust
Now,
that?
if I'm putting my pants back on and I'm like, all right, I'll holler at you. Oh, well, that was just that.
Exactly.
That's what a
Don't ask
level
no
of
questions.
expectation.
Now, if I had a chick,
So then the person that you are laying with, are you truthful with that person of situations? Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
that person deserves
If
some
you-
type
if-
of...
To answer that, right? And that's why Jared made such a... That's why I understood where he was coming from. When you trust a person and you have feelings for that person, no, come on, man, let's be honest. You don't want to hurt that person, man.
No, you
You
don't.
don't want to hurt them. Even if you do something stupid, you don't want to hurt them. So that's why I think some people lie, because they like, damn, I did some stupid ass shit, and if I say this, it's really gonna hurt this motherfucker. So that's why people do it.
But
now,
not-
is it right? No, it's not
the
right.
action that led to
It's not right. But I think that's why people are not honest, because they're like, damn, this shit really hurt this motherfucker, and I ain't want to hurt this motherfucker. Now, if they ain't give a fuck about the chick, oh, look, man, look, I fucked 2-3 chicks last night.
But then
got 2
it's
people
one of the
pregnant,
things where it's like...
and it is what it is. You see what I'm
But
saying?
then you have to weigh it on your morals. Like, do you want... Okay, I dated this guy many, many moons ago. This guy was so amazing to me, right? His daughter got into a car accident, a horrible accident, and she was like, it was really bad, and she got rushed to the hospital. She was in the hospital for a very long time. And one of my sorority sisters was the nurse. And I was telling her, like, yeah, my boyfriend, so-and-so, his daughter's in the hospital. And so she was like, oh, that's my patient. And so she was giving me updates, right? And so one night I went out, and this girl who did not care much for me walked up to me and was like, how are you dealing with so-and-so and the baby? And I'm like, so-and-so is the guy I was dating. I'm like, well, the baby good. She in the hospital, you know, like they did this, da-da-da-da-da. And she was like, oh, so the baby out the NICU? And I was like, wait, what? What are we talking about? Whole time, while Buddy is telling me he's going to the hospital to visit his daughter,
Yeah.
it's 2 babies in the hospital.
Oh,
and so it's like that half truth as well. It was like, but we lay together and like we spend this intimate time. And when you lay with somebody, spend intimate time and share like your feelings with somebody, I feel like there's some type of respect.
No, I agree with you.
Guard your heart.
That's true.
But if you just somebody I'm fucking,
there's
like,
a level of
But
you know what? Even some like the most maddest shit I could say. If you a nigga that's hitting me raw, I'm expecting your raw motherfucking honesty.
Ooh,
there you go.
And that just brought what Erica said. Erica said, especially if we're having sex unprotected, I need to know if you have other sex partners. I'm not trying to catch shit.
That's it.
Now that's I agree with that.
I definitely agree with that. Like, if you hit a motherfucker raw, you gotta tell them the truth.
There's a level of expectations you have to be
I'm all
more
for
honest
not playing with a motherfucker's life.
Yeah.
And
that's what Mo said. If it's about something that's concerning your life, but if not, nigga, I don't want to tell you shit.
But motherfuckers damn near 40. Like, what point are we, like,
That
done?
That part.
Yeah, but what part are we, like, at this point of...
Pearl says, but the lie hurts worse.
The lie hurt.
The lie hurts worse.
The lie hurt.
Thank you, Pearl. I agree with you there.
But
that's why sometimes people lie, because they know that if I tell her the truth, that shit's gonna hurt worse.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But then, for example, put it like this: when you see a motherfucker on Maury, right? Shorty get up there like, yeah, he the baby daddy, he the baby daddy, and they
99%,
and they do the little snap
all
shit,
that shit,
call you a deadbeat,
do
the snap shit, and then like, homie been taking care of this shorty, and when Maury be like, in the case of 13-year-old Demonte, you are not the father.
But that lie hurt.
The lie hurt.
Thank
that
you.
Lie hurt.
See?
That lie hurt.
That's
Motherfuckers be on that motherfucker breaking down.
Yeah.
But the thing about it all, at the end of the day, y'all, the reality of it is lies hurt, truth hurt. All of it hurts. You have to be, it's just a point of being able to deal with whatever your truth is in that moment. And what I always tell people is think about this. For the parents, for the dads especially, be careful how you treat these women, because you're going to be ready to kill a motherfucker if they do your daughter like that.
That's real nigga shit.
And be careful how you treat, and for the females, be careful what you do to these guys, because if somebody hurt mommy's baby,
what? They gonna go crazy on you.
We already know if they fuck with the MVP, I'm going insane.
And that's what I have to tell.
But no, I tell my son all the time.
She wasn't for none of that shit.
You understand? My mother, when I called her and told her what I went through over the last week, all my mama could say was, baby, you want mama to make it right? Or you want us to just get over it?
Oh, wait, I know what that means,
because you know what? My mama and my daddy, my father called me and said, I need to put eyes on you because I need to know you are okay. So at the end of the day, what I told that nigga who hurt me is I pray this new baby you have, it ain't a girl. Because if it is, that karma gonna come back to you.
So speaking of karma, Candace said there's this thing called karma though.
Yeah.
At that point you're lying because you're trying to protect your situation, not their feelings. If you found out that they were doing the same and protecting your feelings, how would you feel?
Okay.
Then Simone says, true that you have to be honest, stinky link, cuddy buddy or whatever.
No matter what, you gotta be honest.
Gotta be. Robin said, so if it's gonna hurt anyway, why lie?
Wait, say that last part again.
All the shit gonna hurt.
If it's gonna hurt anyway, why lie? Exactly.
If it's gonna hurt anyway, why lie?
I would rather you tell me, okay, boom, 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 boom. I have a situation where me and my ex-husband had a very weird situation. We were sneaky links after a fact, and he got a baby in that moment. While we laughed at it and not laughed, it was very violent, so I chose violence. It was like I could either handle the truth, but if this baby was being born, or be like, I'm going to walk away and I don't want nothing to do with you. And in that moment, it was over because I couldn't handle his truth. And so I think that we as women sometimes stay in situations knowing the fucking truth, and we still stay.
Why can't men do that, Corn? Why can't men know the truth and still stay?
Oh, it's an ego thing.
Thank you.
It's an ego thing.
Men have such
women stronger than
because Monique just said she was willing to be somebody's stepmama in moments in my
women,
situation.
Men can't do that.
Hands down, I'm not gonna sit here.
A man can't.
Y'all are stronger than us when it comes to that
shit. A woman
shit.
can't come to a man like, look, baby, I cheated and I'm pregnant, and I want you to still be there with me.
How you get? How you get?
It's a different. And I don't know why.
Because I've in situations been willing to be stepmom. So it's like I don't even fucking want kids no more.
I was about to raise this little baby.
What was he Honda doing in the
life was like not living in a project.
That's so funny, bro.
You say
I was not gonna put that baby. I was gonna take that baby from the garden.
No.
And me and that baby was gonna live a good life, and I was gonna be a good stepmom. But instead, I'm gonna let him have his basic ass bitch. Living in a garden.
Bruh, the alcohol flow.
If a dude is with a woman and she say, baby, I cheated on you, the man, and I'm pregnant by him, and I still want to be a family with you. If that man says, baby, I love you, we gonna raise this kid together,
Y'all ain't
he needs to run for president. I gotta be the president of the United States.
So wait.
That might to run for office.
Wait, you mean to tell me that you could tell me I'm having a baby or I have a baby and we gonna still make it, but I can't tell you the same thing?
That's the double standard.
See, that's why I keep saying
agree.
I just really want to match energy versus
That's the double standard.
because I want to be able to do it
Men
too.
aren't built like
I was
that.
looking back to see.
Make sure I hand off my mouth.
Men aren't built like that. They just not.
So wait, Corn. So okay. So you get with a chick, you like her a whole bunch. Y'all first start kicking it. She come in a situation like, hey, I'm 6 weeks pregnant already. Are you like leaving or you staying?
You already feeling her.
You already feeling her, but she like shit like.
That's a good question.
All right. Being real, being super.
She's 6 weeks pregnant. Like she like me and dude was just some sneaky shit. Like he done, I'm not.
Okay.
She ain't got no other kids. Like she like this is me right
now.
now.
The answer is different for women, but I'm gonna let them go and expand.
Me personally, I can only speak for me. I'm not gonna say what most men would do, half men, quarter men would do.
True.
Me personally, I am done with running her kids. I can't do it. I got 2 of my own. And I'm not trying to go back to diapers and shit. Like
I have a babysitter.
Diapers and babysitters, and we can't go out like waking me up out of my motherfucking sleep at 2 in the morning. Hell no.
I was willing to wait
Now,
for that little garden baby.
being nice.
I
I don't have an issue being her friend. I don't have an issue. She needs some diapers or something. I slide.
But you don't want to be the man.
Nah, I'm not. No.
Ooh, can I go on that?
No.
Yeah.
Can I go on that?
Because it's an interesting question because I know what I would do as a woman.
Because that's what I'm saying. It's different for women and men. Because if I met a chick and I'm feeling her, like we cool, and she say, look, I just want to let you know, we've been kicking, we've been going out, we've been having fun. Okay, but look, I'm 6 weeks pregnant with somebody else, baby. I don't really like to do it. I always did some stupid shit.
6 weeks ago,
but
that's a freshly bust nut.
Well, regardless,
I've never liked you.
That's a freshly bust
Like,
nut.
I'm sorry, give me a second. I've never cared for you.
What's 6 centimeters? Is that 12 weeks, right?
well,
6
still,
weeks.
6 centimeters?
6 weeks.
like
That's
a month and a half.
That's a missed period in 2 weeks.
So 6 centimeters is...
6 weeks. You're not six.
She's
you're
drunk.
not dilated like.
She said she was 6 weeks.
Her period was 6
Because
weeks late.
I
That
know,
ain't even from Florida. That bitch just got fucked up.
because I know they laughing like a motherfucker. Hey, but look, because I know
Who laughing? I ain't
people
seen
laugh. I don't want no more kids, bro. So to know that a chick is already pregnant and I already feeling her, man, I'm about to go crazy in that shit for the next 8 months. Fuck what you talking about? I'm about to let loose.
So you just having pregnant sex.
But that's what if that's my girl,
So you would stay.
I would stay
But
with
now
her.
you stepdaddy.
That's fine. But you know what's different?
Oh wow.
Women will not stay with a man and say, I got a chick that's pregnant.
You
She's 6
lying.
weeks.
Bullshit.
I
What?
would have.
Bullshit. So first.
Women
off,
will stay
no.
with a man and say, look, I like you, baby. Me and you, we cool, we having fun, but I got another chick pregnant and she 6 weeks pregnant and she gonna have my
Yes.
baby. Y'all would
Nigga,
stay with
I
him.
told you I would have stayed with that
What?
bum ass nigga.
Ladies, would you stay with a man that you like, that you dating, and he had a baby with another person? Like, no, not had a baby, but the other girl is pregnant. Would you stay with him? They are saying they would.
I have. Until he got to the point where that dad was a liar.
Mm.
And then it's like, so why am I willing to sacrifice my freedoms? And you are
saying lies. Let me read some of these guys going crazy out here.
No, he read the comments.
Robert says, I've learned a lesson when I was very young. What's done in the dark always come to light. That's real shit. I agree with that. Erica says, you funny as hell, bro. Say you funny as hell. You going crazy.
What did I say? I'm drunk.
Lies. No.
I said it's a freshly bust nut. Okay, I remember that.
No,
I'm drunk.
I think there is a double standard.
Are you drunk? I'm drunk because I just spilled liquor on me.
Man, I had a lot of Don Julio.
Yeah, it's 9:30. We got about 10 more minutes.
9:30?
Yeah,
But we
got about
started
10 more
late
minutes.
though.
Well, I gotta go.
10 more minutes, y'all. We about to sign off, but there goes Siobhan. What's up? Siobhan said I'm late. What's the topic?
Hey, twin.
Siobhan, the topic is why do people lie? Why do people lie? And what is the reasoning behind it, right? And have you ever lied? If you did, why? What was the reason why you lied? There's a lot of different views here on this platform, right? People are chiming in. My man Jeff from North Carolina, he gave his
up, take your shirt off.
he gave his ideas about it. I just personally think people lie for different reasons, and I'm not gonna just say that because you lied to a person that you don't care about them, that you don't.
Okay, I have a question.
I don't firmly believe that 100%. I believe that you shouldn't lie. Of course, you shouldn't lie. What the fuck you lying?
So have you ever lied or half lied, whatever, and regretted it? I know I have.
Of course.
Like felt like real regret. Like
Of
damn,
course,
I regret.
No, in the past, like when I know I done lied about some shit, I done definitely like, damn, we shouldn't even did that shit, man. But like as I got older,
Javon says I hate liars. They scared and immature. Okay.
Now that I'm older, not lying about shit. It is.
I can't lie for shit.
Like it is what it is. My face gonna tell the truth, even if I attempted to.
You know what? I be doing drunk shit, and I like to be posting sometimes my little funny stuff on social media, and so sometimes my social media is so honest that it be like, and there it is, like just the truth.
I'll admit something. I have not always been an honest guy, especially in my younger years. Like in my a lot of my younger years, I was just lying just to be, you know what I'm saying? My mom and dad, I just started having kids. Like, I was just doing just random shit, you know what I'm saying? As I kind of got into my 30s, no bullshit, I've been through a divorce. I've been through, like, a lot of shit that's traumatic, homeless shit. Like, y'all know the story. I just feel like as you get older, you have a different level of maturity where you feel like you don't even, it is what it is, man. Like, what's to lie about? You see what I'm saying? And sometimes, even saying that, you still lie, but it's still kind of subconsciously. You know, you may say a lie that you regret. So I think that sometimes, and we're gonna wrap it up in a minute, but there is a stigma that when you lie, it's always about relationship shit. A guy lying to a girl lying to a guy, you know, about cheating or anything like that. But people lie almost like they put on these shoes every day sometimes. And it's subconscious, like, damn, I didn't even have to lie about that. Bill collector calling me, when are you going to make your payment? Oh, I get paid Friday, I'm going to pay you. No, goddamn way they ain't going to pay him.
But those
you know
lies don't affect anybody's.
That's what I'm saying. Does lying have different faces?
Yes.
Is it all bad, or is it some bad, some good?
It's all
some,
bad. You know? It's all bad. Lying is bad. But you're going to, anything that affects people that you genuinely give a fuck about, like, that should fuck with your own mental, your own being. Like,
you gotta keep up with that shit.
You gotta keep up with that shit, because these are people that you talk to and deal with on a day-to-day, every time basis. So it's like, why lie to you? Why tell your mate that you hanging out and doing this when you might forget who you said you was with?
What?
And now that's a thing. Like, it's just like,
what's done in the dark always come to light. So why hide it? I get it. Real shit.
Real hot girl shit.
So look, man, we been going crazy on this topic for the last hour and a half. We've been going for an hour and a half, y'all. You know that? How about this? And I think that it's important to know that, you know, I hope you guys took something from this topic, right? It's definitely Monday night, and everybody, no, Mo's on vacation. Fuck up.
You don't know what I'm doing. Look, you don't know what I'm doing.
Anyway, I gotta work in the morning. Fuck y'all, okay? So,
my first meeting until 11.
Look, man, but your friendships are relationships. Okay,
Facts,
Simone,
facts,
thank you.
facts.
I like that.
She know me.
Oh, shit,
She know me tenfold.
No, that's real shit. That's real shit.
I'm
So,
feeling real psycho.
what I would like y'all to do before we sign off, I hired a person to put. Look, we did a lot of shows on the NaS Society, probably over 50, probably over 60. And I hired somebody to put these shows on YouTube. He didn't put shit on YouTube. So I just started the YouTube channel again. The last 3 shows is on there. What y'all can do for me is just go on there, type in the NaS Society, just subscribe so you can see every single show. Because if you missed this show tonight, you probably won't be able to see it unless you go on YouTube or listen to the audio version on Spotify, Radio Public. Once again, thank you to everybody that's been tuning in for Radio Public, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, everything that you're on, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. But go to YouTube, subscribe, and like, because we have something that's going on right now, right? You go on, you subscribe, and you like, right? $50 gift certificate, man. Come on, man. Who don't want that? So, NaS Society. Go subscribe, go like, go comment on the shows. The last 2 shows is on there. This show's going to be on there tomorrow. Love to support y'all, man. Thank you guys for that. So, before we sign out, thank you guys. This is like the original crew, man. Mo, Yana up in here, Corn, man. This is my family, man. So we just missing Alicia, man. We miss her big time, man. We already know what she's going through, man. So we love and support her, man. But thank you guys for tuning into this topic. I hope y'all took something from what we said here and kind of applied to your everyday life, because this happens every day, man. This type of shit happens every day. All right? Leave with this. Always know that when a person lied to you, she said they don't care about you. Always figure out the why. That's all I'm going to say. Always figure out the why. Why did you do that? You didn't have to do that. Why? Investigate a little bit, because sometimes it's not always black and white. All right? With that being said, we are about to sign out, man. One more time, Corn, tell them where they can find you and shop what you at, bro.
Gold_mind_CEO84. www.goldmineclothing.store.
There it is. Shop black, buy black, man. You know what it is. Miss Perfection is you. Tell them where they can find you at and where they can shop with you.
Not shop. I shop for you, but at Perfection is you, because I'm weird a little everything. It's spelled wrong, so that's Perfection with the K, is with the Z, and the letter U on all social media platforms.
I love it. Flights not feelings, man.
Don't look for me. Just let me be.
I love that, man. Y'all know how we do on the NaS Society Podcast, man. Thank you guys for subscribing and tuning in and checking in with your comments. Everybody, Facebook, Instagram, Radio Public, man, y'all been coming through, man, so I can continue to get to all your comments, man, bro. We will see y'all next week. Next week is going to be the After Dark edition. That's on Wednesday, man. So hope y'all tune in for that, because it's going to be a lot crazier than this, man. So with that being said, we are the NaS Society.
I got you.
Peace.
Okay, I gotta go. I feel real angry. Well, I gotta